We are shaking.
Yes.
Well, sorry, I had to move the laptop right there. How's everybody going? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing today?
How y'all doing on your staycations at your
Staycation.
house?
That's right. We should call it our staycation. That's good.
This is the staycation talk.
That's good. Hey, Dean. Hey, Paper Skizzers and
Hi.
Vacations. Hey, Magic the Mouse TV is going to be in a good mood. I happen to have evidence. Hey, Life as Mama Bean. What's going on? I'm glad you guys are here. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'm enjoying these daily kind of check-ins. Yeah, that feels like Lynn's name, but yeah, I did Pat Flynn. He lives in San Diego, and he's a internet marketer, podcaster, and YouTuber, and in that whole space. And he goes live every day. I was in for the first time today. He goes at like 8 his time, which is 10 our time, but he's doing it. I was in a TubeBuddy stream. I don't think they're daily. They may be with Nick Nimmin. They're doing Hey Jenny B, which is fun to say, so I'll say it again, Jenny B.
We're missing a light. I'm turning it on.
Yeah, oh, that's what's going on. I feel like a lot of people are doing these daily things, and I totally can tell you why. He does the World Freak Carlos A. Titusville, man, 1968, because it's fun, because it really, I like it. I look forward to it. And it's only been, what, a week? 4 or 5 days? I don't even know how long we've been doing this.
Just a few days, but it's just a good way to like check in with everybody.
I feel like I'm on you.
Nah, it's okay. And kind of say hi, break up the day. We have a time where we can all kind of like come and check and see how everybody's doing.
Yeah, Practically Perfect Couple, great name, is in the house. What's going on? Life as Mama Being ICU nurse for 2 days of maternity leave left. That's a nice distraction. Oh wow, okay. Michael Hedrick, I'm great. How are you? Samantha Carpenter, hello to you. So you've had a busier day than me.
Yes, I had to get up early and get our little dog to the vet.
I'm hot.
She was having, or it did have, 2 surgeries. One, they did it all at the same time, but it was one to repair a hernia that she had from when she was very tiny before we even got her. And then the other was just to spay her, so we don't have more puppies because we don't want any more.
No.
And then she had to get her microchip too, so we figured we were going to do that while she's under because she's a really tiny dog and that's a big chip.
Is it a big chip?
Yeah, it's kind of ugly. It's
so she's like all sad now, and she's just staring at me, and she's got a little drool going on, and she got a big cone head going on.
And she's hairless, so I'm kind of bummed. Like her chip is up on her back shoulder, and you can see it through her skin.
Really?
And I was like, oh, man. Hopefully it'll just heal. And
very 1984 of us.
Yeah.
Mar in Memphis in the chat. Welcome in. Yeah, I'm just wearing like a t-shirt underneath, and I went and dunked my hair, and I got a little wet. So you can see my little wet right here. But yeah, so how long does she have to wear her cone head?
She has to wear the cone of shame for 10 days. And this is a puppy who thinks she's a Jack Russell. She's not. She's a Dachshund Chihuahua mix, so she's really like a small Dachshund, hairless. Yeah. But she thinks she's a Jack Russell, and she jumps really high, and she's all over the place. She's not allowed to do that.
So we have 3 dogs. Our biggest dog, named Scarlet,
is a big, giant Labrador.
And Dante, who you call Coco, sleeps on top of her. Sits on. I don't know. Sleeps on.
Sits on her. Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know how that's going to work with the cone of shame.
I don't know. She uses Scarlet as a ladder too. Like if there's something up high that she wants to get, she'll walk right up Scarlet's back to the top of her head and stand on her head to get it off the counter.
Pretty funny stuff, actually.
They work together, and it's pretty naughty.
It's pretty naughty.
It's pretty naughty.
I mean, I'm glad. I want her to be okay. She's so sad. Like
she's on really strong pain medicine, and she doesn't need another dose till tomorrow. So that's a lot of meds on board, and she's only like 10 pounds. So
I mean, I don't know. She looked pretty.
She's loopy.
Pretty gone.
Yeah, she is. But that's good. She needs to sleep all day.
So. And then you went shopping. So they have senior hour at, where'd you go? Target, Walmart? I don't know where you went.
Target.
So they have senior hour, which I'm not eligible for yet.
We weren't eligible.
Not yet. But you waited for them, all the senior time people to leave.
Yes.
And you had the run of the place, you said.
Yeah, it was great. So I got there like a half hour early before we were allowed to go in because it was for seniors and compromised immune system shopping. And I just waited in line outside with a few other people, definitely not close together. And then when they cleared out the seniors, we went in and there was no one in the store. It was amazing. And I got this massive giant pack of toilet paper. It's the first time I've had to buy like.
She was so excited that she took me a picture of it in the cart.
Yeah, I was like, hey, look, it's here. I wasn't excited that it was $29.99.
Yeah, you said the prices went up.
That was crazy. But I grabbed one.
How much would it have normally been?
It was like a $20 pack.
So it was like 50% more?
$17 to $20. It was crazy.
Wow.
But and they had eggs and they had ground beef and they had.
Did you get all that?
They had ground turkey. They had like all kinds of stuff. I was pleasantly surprised.
There's not a supply issue. There's not a supply chain issue.
No, it's just that stuff.
There's a buying.
Right. I have, since it started though, I haven't been able to find that stuff in stores yet.
Gotcha.
But honestly, this is the first time I got up early and went
normally
on purpose.
Our whole life is afternoon. Like we run an after school program. We usually do that stuff either Saturdays afternoon or on the way home.
Yeah.
But 'tis the season for waking up early, I guess, right?
Yeah, but the last few times we've done grocery orders, we've been doing the Walmart app to go pick it up. And they've just been out of all that stuff. So I've just substituted it with something else. But now we were like, okay.
Which is awesome, by the way, because they give you more of whatever you bought.
Yeah. So if you substitute on your Walmart app, they give you whatever they have available. So if you're asking for a 10-ounce can of barbecue beans, they actually will replace it with a 28-ounce can. I mean,
did you buy
for the
barbecue
same
beans?
Price. No, I had.
Oh, what a tease!
Well, because I had done that before.
Rude. Oh, okay.
Like the Rotel, I just needed one small can. Well, I got a giant one, so now I have more Rotel in the fridge, waiting for the next pile of chili to be made.
Michael Hedrick asked, I have a question. Can you make a YouTube video on how to make thumbnail, please? So yeah, absolutely. I do my I do my thumbnails differently than most people. I don't even like my thumbnails, but I'll do it. I'll tell you what, buddy, I will talk about it on Creator Talk. So this Sunday night with the Lynn Project, I have 2 shows, 8 o'clock my time and 9:30 my time. I'm Central Time. Creator Talk is the 9:30 show, and I'll talk about it on that show. And then, you know, I could make a YouTube video about that. Sure. Yeah. I don't know that anyone will watch it, but Michael would. So there you go. But I appreciate you asking, buddy. Michael, feel free to email me at dolewhipdad@gmail.com or message me on Instagram or wherever we're connected, and we can talk about it. I can show you who probably can teach you better than I can, but I'm happy to show you what I do. Mark says those chips are lifesavers. I had a weenie dog that got out of the fence. Yeah, that's the thing with this one. She's quick.
Little. So she's not only like the shape of a weenie dog, but she's tiny. So
found her around on the road. That's scary.
Out. Yeah.
My Disney Park memories in the house. Jackie, hey everyone to you. How are you, my friend? Glad you're here. Oh man, jumped again. It knows what I'm about to read. I've got to figure out how to do this better. She had surgery today. She did. Jay Skywalker with a better last name. Hello to you. You're not late. You're here. I appreciate it. Found more toilet paper yesterday. Yeah, we're good.
We are like eBay. More than stocked.
All our stores are restocked. So yeah, I watch the news more than I probably should, especially right now. But there's no anything that people are running out of that I can think of. I mean, there's more of stuff. It's just people are buying it in large quantities.
But I haven't been able to get bleach yet. Like bleach is not anywhere in the
store. Oh yeah, okay. Well,
and that's what I like to clean my floors.
Again, though, they're not having trouble. They're not having the product.
I've never seen it in.
People buy it up.
I don't know what's up with that.
Should it be? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I use bleach though to clean the dog room because they're dogs and it smells way better.
I know, right? What the heck? We have all these dang dogs. Jay says hubby works at Target. There's some things they're low on, but they have more food that's selling out. Yeah. I mean,
I was surprised and very happy that I was hoping to get in and grab some eggs because I knew we were low and I wanted to make some other things that I needed more eggs for. And since Peyton doesn't eat meat, eggs are like her primary protein she loves. So I didn't want to use them all up for experiments, but I was able to grab a bunch of eggs and flour.
Linda's here from Mama Explorer from G&G Explorers. Welcome in. Glad you're here. So glad to have you. Yeah, the internet's been crazy. Jay, well, I mean, was it a day and a half? I don't even know how long. Bill, my buddy on Magic of the Mouse, was rendering a video for like over a day. I know that Resort TV 1 had a video that took forever. I haven't had no issues at all. Yeah,
I know, I've heard a couple people
knock on something. Yeah. But yeah, and we've been streaming and I don't know. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Yeah, no problem, Michael. Again, send me a note. Remind me because I'm not writing anything down right now. I got a notepad here, but I'm not smart enough to write it down. Paper towel napkins. Oh, we have bleach out here in Cali, but they are small bottles. It's supposed to be a short pork and beef.
I'd
Hey,
be
Ma.
happy with a small bottle because I can just use a little in water to
37 something, right? So Mom's in the chat, and I
Hi.
wanted to talk about that. So
gas is down to 137 here.
Oh, yeah?
I just saw it in town. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 143, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So gas is
We're
down
in
to
Texas.
137.
I guess it's cheapest in Oklahoma, but Texas is pretty dang close to it.
Definitely cheaper than California because my parents are jealous.
Everything's cheaper. Yeah, well, they don't drive anywhere. So.
Exactly.
They probably think gas is still $1.50 from the
No,
1990s.
they know it's like $5. Oh, it used to be like $5 a gallon.
So on this show yesterday, one of the places you went when you went shopping was the post office, right? Because you mailed off some mail, including our
the DNA
spit in a
kit.
cup stuff. Yes. So I spent 2 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool because I've got stuff I can do. Wow, $1.09 in Joplin. Wow.
That's
Obviously she's talking about gas. So for a good hour to 2 hours, I didn't keep track. I didn't look at the clock. Go
really
ahead.
quick. My uncle is in San Antonio and it's 99 cents there.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's your uncle?
Uncle Dave. Of Dave and Dave. The one Dave lives there.
Cool.
Anyway.
What was I saying now? Oh yeah, so genetic stuff. So this is pretty fun, right? So Ancestry.com's got all this stuff, and you got your family tree, and I had some fun with it. And we mentioned yesterday, I think we mentioned on the show, pretty sure we did, that I have a relative on both sides, my mom's side and my dad's side, who have been into this. Well, one of them was on Ancestry.com because it gives you a little leaf. And I can tell why they get you to pay for the thing.
Yeah.
Because look at this. But I saw pictures of my great grandma. I don't even think I told you this, babe. I saw my grandfather's World War II draft card and my great grandfather, who I never met, World War I draft card.
Wow, that's cool.
I saw his autograph. I saw some things that he filled in. There's a great couple pictures. It's really,
that's fun.
Really neat.
Was it on your dad's side or your mom's side?
Mom's side. Dad's side, I don't have a whole lot. I've got all his brothers and sisters in there. And then
I saw a picture of the Genevieve.
My grandma.
Yeah.
I got all the Genevieves in my
I've seen that
family.
picture before.
If you're a female and you're in my family, there's a 50-50 shot your name is Genevieve.
Genevieve.
My grandma is Genevieve, and we have a lot of Genevieves.
Yeah.
I guess I had two grandmas that were named Genevieve.
I think
Is that right, Ma?
I think so.
So I never met the one. But anyway, Taylor's in the house. What's going on? Taylor made Disney in the house all the way from Arizona. I think she's in Arizona still. Hope you're doing well out there. So yeah, so it was fun. I've got some stuff I got to do. And I got to do a video today. I didn't do one yesterday, so I'll do a video today. But I want to play on Ancestry.com because I did my mom's side, and then I did which had quite a bit, and then I did my dad's side, which I know less on, and now you're connected on there too, right?
Yeah. So
I've got to connect that and then go into that, and it's pretty cool because as I think I stated, I'm adopted. So and it does ask me at some point, are you adopted? So I guess I'm going to have like this tree and that tree because my family.
Did you both?
I don't know.
Interesting.
I'll let
Because
you know.
I haven't done that part where
It was really fun.
I have my birth dad's name there, not my adopted family yet.
Gotcha.
And because I know someone has done their genealogy already, the
Well,
Hungarian
I don't know, but I'm gonna have my family and then my genetic family. Is that the way to say that?
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
Pretty excited about it. It's pretty cool.
Mom said both.
I was
Genevieve.
always excited about it, and now I'm even more excited. But yes, both
Also
named
one of
Genevieve.
your dad's sisters and our niece.
Yeah, exactly.
And your sister's daughter.
So my grandmother's on my mom's side, dad was from Switzerland, and I knew that already, but I got to see some stuff. And there's a great picture, and I'd seen the picture before.
That the bread maker?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a classic picture. So I love The Godfather. Think of the Godfather scene in Godfather 2, greatest movie of all time, by the way, in case you're wondering. Godfather 2, when they're looking up at the sign, Genco Oil, olive oil company. And the guy's there. And there's a picture that is very much resembles that. And it's must be my great-grandfather, I guess. Standing in front of his bakery or the bakery he worked at or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Classic picture, so cool.
It's a very cool
there are some pictures of my grandma from high school.
Did you see all the ones of her dancing?
Didn't see any of her.
She's like,
there's one of her that I'd never seen before on a ledge. Really, really cool. So yeah, I've been having blood relatives. I mean, yeah, genetic, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully you guys aren't related. So I got to be honest with you. I want to be related to famous people.
I don't care. That's funny.
I want Abraham Lincoln.
Famous people.
Let's see. Let's pick 3 people if we could be related to anybody we want. Who it would be? So I want to hear in chat if you could be related to any people back in the day. Don't say your mom and your dad. Who would it be? I'm going to tell you right off the bat while you think. Abraham Lincoln. That would be enough for me, actually. But I'll go with George Washington because I love him too. I got to get off the presidents. I love Teddy Roosevelt too. Abe and George. Who else? Let's get out of.
I would want to be related to Teddy Roosevelt. I like national parks,
awesome.
And I think bears are great. So that'd be good.
I'm going to go with Alexander the Great.
You need to be related to Tommy Lasorda.
I would love, but I'm going for historical figures.
Well, that's fine.
But Bill, do you see it? Why I love
famous people. You said famous people.
I changed it.
Okay, well.
Ooh, Michael for the win. I would love to be related to Jesus Christ. Taylor says Jefferson, the TV show, or I'm guessing Thomas. Joe J, Walt Disney, that'd be great. Elvis, Mar, I could have guessed you would have said that. My 2 cousins just found a sister they didn't know about. So that's neat. So I'm adopted. My sister's adopted. She has reunited. Is that the way to say that? Met with, found started a relationship with her birth mom and that whole family.
Yeah. And it was a really sweet story because
if you wrote out so I don't care.
Yeah, you're
she does care. Yeah. Her whole life she's cared. And so if I could have written the story for her perfectly, it couldn't have gone better. Would you agree with that?
I would. It's a beautiful story. I mean, it's sad because
totally not.
The birth mom, the birth
totally
mom
not.
really wanted to keep her and was forced by family members to give the baby up.
Oh.
And she was pretty much broken by it and very sad, never had kids, never got married, never really moved on.
Talking about my sister's birth mom.
And then, she found her. It was through a DNA test, another relative. And so it's been really sweet. She's got to meet some family, and the grandfather on that side reminds very Italian and reminds Jennifer of her grandfather.
Yeah, she's not with
us anymore.
She did tell me that. That's cool.
So that's like
Jennifer's enjoyed it, I think. I don't know.
She has,
we talked about having her on the show, actually, talk about it. But
yeah.
Samantha says, will it also tell you about your health? So Ancestry.com has all these things you can do for money. And there is $149 Ancestry.com health. I don't know that
I don't think we did the health one.
We didn't. No,
there's some that are.
I'm not opposed to paying for the stuff, but let me see what I get first. But
yeah,
just
kind of see.
It's expensive though. They give you like 14 days for free, and then it's like $99 for 6 months.
Or $50 a month. It was crazy.
I don't know.
Like $49.
I don't want it. But I'm not saying I would never do it though. It is pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. Like this would be the time to do it because when you have time to do it.
Time.
Yeah, like normally I would say who has time. I was about to say, well, I don't really have time for that, but I kind of do right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I would need it for 6 months.
I guess if you're going to try to build your family tree and really research way back.
I'm going to ask one of my family members to do that for me. My 2 cousins just found a sister they didn't know about. That's cool. That would have been a good April Fool's joke. What did I miss a joke? Best joke ever. Ready? Why was hot dog cold?
You did that yesterday.
It's the best joke ever. I can tell it again.
Chili dog.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's a chili dog. Nick, I would love Tesla. RV into Disney. That's a good answer. I would also be okay with Elon Musk, but Walt Disney's a great one. Thomas Jefferson. Jesus, I like it. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, hey, it's jumping. I can't say all the words because they went away. Adolf Coors. You don't know who that is. You're not from Colorado. Samantha Carpenter wants to go with Shakespeare. I'm annoyed with him. I don't really know if I should blame him or all my English teachers, but that was some boring classes. So, fun fact, I was related to Elvis Presley. He was my 8th cousin. So I don't really know what it means. So like if my mom has a cousin, they're my 2nd cousin?
I think so.
So if my grandma had a cousin, is that my 3rd cousin? Is that how that works?
I think it's your 2nd cousin's kid is your 3rd.
I don't care enough to understand stuff.
I don't know.
Magic the Mouse says that's 1 strike, Mama Web. That's for you.
What's 1 strike?
Because you said Tommy Lasorda. Can I be related to Bugs Bunny, please? Dean, I love you. Christian believers are related to Jesus by adoption.
Yes.
I love adoption. I'm adopted. I'm my favorite person who's ever been adopted. My sister was also adopted. I like her, but I like me more. You're adopted halfway. Mm-hmm. 2 of my kids are adopted. Mm-hmm. We like adoption. That's so beautiful. I love it. It's like a movie with a happy ending. It really was. When you talk about my sister's story, I really should let her tell you guys a story. You guys would be crying and stuff.
Amazing.
it's very sweet. It's very, very sweet, but it's her story. I'll stay away from those tests. Dole Whip Dad, my luck, I'll be related to Tiger King. So I don't want to be clickbaity guy.
He's here, right? Isn't he in...
Let me tell the story.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't want to be clickbaity guy, but I thought about saying I'm neighbors with the Tiger King, because you know what? We are neighbors with the Tiger King.
So I knew about the Tiger Reserve. I had no idea it was that one. There's one out here, right?
Well, that's not. He's not from here. That's
okay,
not his
that's
reserve.
not his reserve. Okay.
He's in jail, right down the road.
Oh.
He's in a prison medical facility.
It's
right down, right over by the lake.
Yeah.
Right next to the air station, whatever.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah. So like, I mean, I can't throw a frisbee and get him, but
no, he's just.
I drive by.
Right here.
Yeah, it's not far. It's not far at all. Pretty cool. And
weird people there
I did, yeah. So another one of my favorite movies of all time, Ray Liotta, Pesci, De Niro.
I don't know. Dun, dun,
No, no.
dun, dun,
No, no.
dun, dun.
What the heck? When Pesci gets made, but he gets whacked right before he gets made. Liotta's not a made man, and he
Check chat. New comments. Maybe someone helped you out.
Anyway, the main guy, Paulie, died in the same facility. I don't know, in the 90s or something. Goodfellas. Yes. Thank you. Man, it's like my brain doesn't want to work today. Michael, we are too. That's so. Oh, I already read that. I'll stay away from those styles. Okay, I'm way behind now. I don't think it was my health part. I don't think I would do the health part. I wouldn't want to know if I was predisposed to. Oh, yeah. That's the great question, right? Do you want to know? You don't like Shakespeare because the high school teachers don't let you see the actual meanings of some of the lines in there. I don't like it because we're out there, blah blah blah. No, I love great writers, and I'm not going to say he wasn't a great writer, but I don't care about English back in the day, palace intrigue. I just don't care. Closest I'm getting to Romeo and Juliet is The Lion King, based on Hamlet. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your sister and your birth mother should write a book. Yeah. People would love it. She could come on my YouTube show and talk about Goodfellas. Yes, Tiger Woods. That would be a good one. Go visit Dole Whip Dad and do a vlog. I could. Goodfellas is a great movie. Goodfellas is a pretty violent movie. Goodfellas. I do like. See, that's back to yesterday. I want to be related to angry people who love meat sauce.
Angry people who love meat sauce.
And their family. Yeah.
Okay.
Because those are all my favorite movies, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Best movie of all time, Godfather 2. Top 100 movie of all time, The Godfather, Goodfellas. I could keep going, but I don't know. I love that stuff. Miguel Benitez Jr., my buddy in the house. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Linda, amen. I agree. Wouldn't it be something if you found out you weren't even related to yourself? I mean, I guess I'm not, right? I'm adopted. So I always say, like, sorry, Ma, but when family crazy stuff's going on, I'm adopted. It starts right here, you lunatics. And now I've got my daughter doing it.
The one that's not adopted.
Yeah.
She'll go, I'm adopted. I'm like, nope.
I was there.
Doesn't work for you.
So anyway, the ancestry thing has really been on my mind. It was a lot of fun. And I had a lot of fun also. So after the stream yesterday, I did a couple things. And then I was on a Zoom call, my first Zoom call that wasn't a work call. And it was some internet-based marketers, mostly YouTubers, some bloggers, a couple podcasters, some high-level people. It was pretty cool. And I mean, a couple of them were Disney fans. So I made a few friends. Cool. I added, I don't know, like 6 subscribers just from doing that. It was like, I think there was 14 of us maybe. And yeah, because there was 12 at the end and 2 left. And it was really, really fun. It was with one of the guys that I'm getting to know from TubeBuddy. And I just really enjoyed it. I'm the talking guy. I'm the guy who does the talking. In this case, I was the listening guy.
We know.
Have you heard my voice?
Yes, it's lovely.
Thank you. But it was just really fun. I really enjoyed it. First of all, it was a technology that I hadn't used. I'd use it for work. I guess I said that poorly. I hadn't used it in a social. Wasn't even social. I just liked the way they were using it. And I know it's blowing up right now. Zoom is blowing up. It's even doing well on Wall Street right now, which is one of the only. Today's a horrible day on Wall Street. But they're having all kinds of applications. And then, so I looked into it more, and apparently people are getting Zoom bombed, like rated. Like I don't even know what this is. So I went from, oh, there's this new tool I can do it, you know, check it, maybe the community would like it, to, oh, there's a whole security issue with it. So I feel like there's been a whole couple weeks worth of stuff entering my brain since we had our last stream.
Yeah.
And the ancestry thing is part of it. When I'm done here, I think I'm going to go back to the ancestry and hook up to you and then see what happens. And
okay,
it's pretty cool. Yeah. See, Miguel, I've used Zoom before. I've never cared enough to care about it, you know, but yesterday I did it, and apparently it's, I don't know. I don't understand what the whole is, because I'm not educated enough, but I think I'm going to dive into it because it was a pretty neat, clean, easy to use thing. Maybe that's why it's easy to hack. Where'd it go? Linda says, I would love to be related to Elvis, Frank Sinatra, and Perry Como. So I love me some Sinatra. Does that shock anybody who's listening to me? If you were in the mob or related to the mob, or probably I'm a fan. Sorry. Oh, but his voice, one of the greats of all time. I'm invited to some Zoom social calls. Yeah, so the Zoom social calls are huge right now. Like people are having house parties using Zoom. I don't really know what the security issue is, honestly. I can't speak to it because I don't know, but I know it's a thing. Yeah, I don't know. I just noticed I have this crazy couple from Texas on my Facebook. They look just like YouTube. We're pretty hot. I don't know. I would be friends with them. Wow. I'm on their Facebook. That's right. Which I don't think I've seen anybody on Facebook today. No likes that I see on Facebook.
Is it streaming?
I think I'm not. I'm right here, but I think it is. There's a little check mark right there.
And Sarah are probably doing something. They've been crafting. So
if you're there and you're not commenting, click the like button so I can see. And feel free to click the like button. Jeez.
The like bucket.
What is wrong with me?
Like
button. So anybody else freaking out with allergies? Because I'm not supposed to touch my face, right? My eyes are they red? Like,
seriously.
My eye is burning. So both of them are, but like they're
a little red, but not that bad. It's not like you've had soap in them or anything.
It feels like there's an eyelash in there, honestly. And it's driving me crazy.
Nope, they don't look like
there's somebody from Facebook land. Oh, and he's also from YouTube land.
Hey.
I didn't say you could be on my Facebook. How do you set up Zoom on your phone? I don't know. I've never tried Zoom on my phone. I don't know.
I do through the app. I just put the app on there.
I was going to say, if there's an app, you just go through the app. I've never done it.
It's super easy.
I've done it on here a few times, and again, yesterday was on here. Allergies are so bad. Only time of year I wish it rained more. I am getting ripped today. It's mostly my eye.
It's all beautiful and green. I had to drive the car through a car wash today because it was coated in yellow pollen. So
yeah,
it's not anymore.
Whatever it's going on, it's going on a lot right now.
Spring. It's spring. You need to use the
I think
nose spray.
Probably cedar. And she wants me to use nose spray. I'm pretty sure it's
Flonase is good for your nose.
Gaston
is in the house.
No. We're using Zoom for work for family visits, and it's so simple. Yeah, it's very simple to use. Again, I don't know much about the Zoom hack thing, but it's a thing. They say this is social distancing, but I feel like I've been closer than ever. So I love that attitude. Well, that's because you've got to pass
time too.
If you're feeling isolated, it's because you want to feel isolated. Like you can. A couple of people felt isolated, or like on the Zoom call yesterday, 2 or 3 of them were talking about how they're just kind of coming out of it because they were a little depressed. That's your choice, man. I'll just say it. This is awesome. I started off with a live stream where I interact with people. Then I was on another one where I interact with people. Now I'm doing one, and then just reach out. You know, I've been sending. I haven't this week, but last week I sent voice messages to some people on Instagram and some other places, just to connect. And it usually, not always, but sometimes you don't hear them back, but usually it starts a conversation. And I think that's a good thing. I mean, I don't think it should be about making the day go fast, but checking in with people, come on, it's always important. I think the next 2-3 weeks are going to be a rough time here. I do, but I do think there's going to be so many positive things that come out of it, and maybe that's attitudinal, but I think it's just truth. If we can be more effective from home, we should work. There's so many people whose boss doesn't get it. Maybe they're just too old in their mind, and they want the people to be there physically to have more control. If your employees are more effective from home, do you want them to be effective, or you want to have control over it? I think there's going to be a lot of that. Not everybody. I get it. Not every job. You can't. There's plenty of jobs you can't do that, but there's plenty of jobs where you can.
The places where we're going to get food from, and
yeah,
doctors and people like that.
And then just reaching out to people. And I'll tell you what, shaking hands is stupid. I'll say it. I've always hated shaking hands. It's dumb, and I'm not a germaphobe. But maybe we should all be.
A little bit.
I'm not.
Tiny bit sometimes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Shaking hands is stupid. So there. Physical distancing does not have to equal social distancing. Amen. Miguel, I love Miguel. Exactly. Dean, oh man, they did it again. I love that you guys are commenting. Thank you. Cricket's in the house. What's going on? Dean's over there on Facebook. Thank you very much. Cricket all the way from, is it tomorrow already? All the way from the Southern Hemisphere. Let's go with that. What's going on, Cricket? I'm glad you're here. Russ Stapleton in the house. What's going on? Gaston says, what do you think about how Disney is going to handle the parks when they open? I don't understand. So I love the Disney community. And I don't love Disney Twitter. And I think that Disney Twitter is winning the argument in the Disney community on reacting to Disney parks. I loved last week, and I'm lying when I say I loved. I was so annoyed with the Disney community last week on how they reacted to, oh no, the Disney parks are open indefinitely. What are you, stupid? Yeah, America's closed indefinitely. Like, I don't know what everybody's thinking. So what do I think about how Disney is going to handle the parks? I think they're going to handle it very well. They're an insanely professional organization that has 100% reason to be at the top of the curve on keeping people safe. They could lose everything. So they're going to go above and beyond. They're taking a little heat for having the closing party, and there's probably an argument for it. But, they did say close in 2 days. I mean, I remember thinking that if they're going to shut down America, why are we doing that in 4 days or 2 days? I remember thinking that was so stupid. But it was probably just because people needed to get their affairs in order and, clean out your desk at work and all those things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mar, my eyes, totally. So that's my opinion, Gaston. What's yours? I think Disney will be the leaders in it. I mean, whatever they do, they'll be public with it. They'll tell everybody what they're doing. I think it's likely that they're going to have more virtual queues. I think it's likely that they'll have a lower maximum in the parks, which I'll say hallelujah to. If prices went up by 20% and they lowered maximum capacity by 20%, I would be happy. I would do that. Everybody wins. The only people who would get mad were people who are going to be mad anyway. So I think they need to do that. I also think there's an opportunity that they'll stay open later. Like maybe they'll do, like my buddy Dev, Prince Charming Dev, he's been promoting the idea of Disney should stay open 24 hours. I don't know that I agree with that for a bunch of logistical reasons.
24 hours.
But it would make, and from his perspective, they can't. I don't think you can, because you'd have to shut down sections of the park for sections of time. But maybe you could still do it. I don't know. I'm sure Disney could figure it out. It would mean other things close earlier, obviously. But you could get the same amount of people in that short amount of time. But I say, Bob Iger didn't call me and Shapik didn't call me, but I would say take 20 or 25% of the maximum capacity and cut it. You have to raise the prices 20 or 25% to break even. I'm down for that. I know people would get mad at that, but I don't want to be this close to people that aren't my wife for 8 hours out of a 10-hour day. I just don't. I don't want to know what smell your deodorant is after 12 hours. I think that we should, and I'm not even talking about social distancing. I'm talking about enjoying the day. What say you people in chat? I really would like your guys' opinion on that, because I kind of feel strongly about that. Griswold in the house, what's going on? Not sure if you were still in stream yesterday when we said it. We were doing a baseball live stream. Yes, thank you. So promotion time, baseball live stream on my channel, Magically Mouse TV. Bill, my buddy who's in chat right now, and on Facebook and on YouTube, and I are going to do. I guess it's a weekly show. Is that what we decided for now? Talking baseball, probably talk other sports too. The NFL draft is coming. That's why I say that. I'm going to talk about the NFL draft on this show, so I'll certainly talk about it on that show. We're going to do our all-time lineup. It's pretty cool. He actually did his. All I have is the positions and stuff. Actually, I'll probably do that this afternoon. I'm actually looking forward to creating it and sharing that with you. And I was sharing with him offline, I think maybe we should do every team. Like, he's a Phillies fan, so I know it'd be tough, though. They only had like 2 good players in the history. Maybe 3. I think you've had 3. Yeah, I'm going to give you 3 good players all the time. I have 4. I like Chase Utley. 4 good players. You can have 4 players all time. Unless you
Of all time, only that many?
Yeah, they're bad. Like if they went 106, there's 162 games in a normal season, probably not this year. If they went 116-0 in 4 straight seasons, they still wouldn't have a 500 record. Sorry. Miguel says, I think we are in for a really tough 6 weeks. I can't help but feel like the economy will turn around extremely fast. Yeah, baby. So I totally agree. It's going to be 2 weeks, 4 weeks.
I'm voting for
maybe
4 max.
But
really only want
I don't want to get into too deep nerd talk, but there's nothing wrong with the economy that we didn't do. Today's a crazy bad day. The market dropped 1,000 points in the last hour. Obviously, we haven't been. I'm not paying attention to it right now. Everybody's in a different situation financially. I totally get that. Totally get that. And right now, when you get your stimulus check, if you don't have a emergency fund, it's your emergency fund. Don't go buy an iPhone. Okay.
No.
It's your emergency fund. If you already have an emergency fund, fill up that emergency fund. I'm a believer in 3 to 6 months. Do whatever you're comfortable with. Obviously, if you have your job still and you're being paid and you have an emergency fund, it's time to buy. Everything's on sale. Everything went on sale 5% less right now than it was this morning.
On stock.
So it is what it is. Rich people get rich in times like this. But yeah, I agree, Miguel. And obviously the health thing comes first, you know. Stay home, man. There was, like I told my buddy Andy, I was talking on my phone today. It was when you were out 3 weeks ago. I was saying, and I believe, and I said out loud, come on, guys, we lose 15 to 40,000 people every year in America from the flu. This seems like an overreaction. Now I'm saying, holy cow, people stay home. Obviously, this is not the flu. Obviously, this is no joke. Finally stopped raining. Where are you, ATJH? Tennessee pops in my head. I don't really know. Oh, are you Southern California? Bob Iger has, yeah, he's good. Lots of CEOs and top level people are doing that kind of thing. You got to keep your staff
paid.
Afloat. I heard that they are going to make all coasters backwards. No, they won't be doing that. I don't know where you heard that, but I wouldn't get your news wherever that is. Yes, I just got the notification that PPP just put up a new. I'm behind on one of those. Yeah, see, there's so much good stuff. Bill from Magic the Mouse is talking about Practically Perfect Park Hopping's series on SEA. It's really good stuff. Check it out. Preach, I will. Staying home works. Our curve is flattening here. I guess California's doing a good job. I'm hearing anecdotally things from friends of mine, not so much, but the data that I saw, and I don't know, CNN or Fox or wherever, seemed to say that they were doing good. I did see that the curve is going down in Italy. Yeah, we're doing our best players of all time during our lifetime. Yeah, so Bill, I cut it off at 77. Artificial. It was the first year that I felt like I was a fan. I was 7 years old in 77, so I cut it off there. So guys like Joe Morgan, while he might be one of the great second basemen of all time, in my lifetime, I feel like he was, like, you know, he was one of the great players right before that. So that's where I cut it off. I'm not sure where you cut it off, but that's what I did. Anyway, it's gonna be fun. Yeah. So tomorrow night, I don't even know what time. I think 10 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock his time. I wouldn't swear to that. We're going live. Pretty sure that's what time it is. And we're going to be talking a little baseball. So if you're into that, stop on in. It'll be a regular show during the baseball season. I do have a big fantasy baseball league. 20 different Disney YouTubers, bloggers, and podcast people in a league. But I don't know what to do. Like, there's no.
Just hang out in the league until.
So yeah, once they make a decision, we'll hopefully everybody will still want to play. But anyway, so what do you guys got going on? What's we asked earlier, who would you like to be related to? Did you ever answer?
I just threw a couple out there here and there.
Who were the 3 people you hope to find out you were related to?
I liked the Walt Disney.
Walt Disney's a great answer. I would steal that one.
Gosh, I don't remember who else I said already. I don't know. It was like Squirrel. It was out there.
Well, you can think again.
Yeah.
So who would it be?
I don't know. I don't remember who I said.
Provost Park Pass. I've heard of that. So you're not joking? You think that they're going to have the why would they do that? No. We are related to William Wallace. So I've heard that lots of people are related to William Wallace, one of our former pastors. It's interesting, there's these people in history that are related to a lot of people. I mentioned Alexander the Great because there's a lot of people who are related to Alexander the Great. Like if you have a lot, if you're prolific with kids and you're super famous, and there's a record, those are people that are going to mostly all end up that, right? But that's pretty cool.
It's fun.
William Wallace is a cool one. So everyone listen to my list if you want the real best players and not just Dodgers. So should there be, do you think there's more Dodgers or more Phillies on our favorite lists? So Bill, Steve Carlton, 77 is cut off for me though, but Steve Carlton could fit. He won't be my left-handed pitcher though, because I can think of two that are better. Schmitty, best third baseman ever, so obviously Schmitty goes there. That's it. What, Robin Roberts? He was retired already. Who else you got? Chase Utley ain't gonna make the team. So there you go. Hey, Tracy Glenn, what's going on? Dodgers, though, Kershaw could make it. I'm not saying he did, but he could. My all-time favorite first baseman of all time is named Steve Garvey. Obviously, you got catcher Mike Piazza. You got pitcher Oral Hershiser. Fernando, yeah, 81, yeah. That's a screwball. I was doing screwball. Hello, T-Money. When is your first live stream on your channel? Talking about Tracy? You going live? Cool. I want to be related to Willy Wonka, Richie Rich, and Clark Kent. Russ for the win. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Hi, Alyssa. Great. How are you? Willy Wonka. Yeah, I think all-time favorite. Oh, cricket. That's the easiest question ever. Vin Scully. The greatest. Not only is he my favorite announcer, he's the best announcer of all time and one of the great humans ever to walk on the planet.
Yeah.
He wrote me a letter.
He did.
He did. Should I tell him who called me on the phone?
Yeah.
Bill will. Have I told you yet, Bill? I don't think I've done. Who called me on the phone that's really famous that we've already talked about today?
Tommy Lasorda.
Called me on the phone. It's a whole story. I'll save it for the show. It's a pretty funny story, actually. Please, Carlton had the best season ever for a left-handed pitcher in 72 on a bad team. I mean, I just said that 77 would be where I'd start. Carlton's one of my favorites of all time, but he's probably not going to be in my top two even. There's two better left-handed pitchers that come to my head pretty quick. Have you heard him do the Field of Dreams speech? Probably. I mean, I love Vin. So when you're on a coaster, if you cough, dude, Gaston, I'm hoping you're joking because there's no way that's real. I mean, I don't know. If you're joking, if you're serious, no. So that only works if you're in the front. You understand that, right? Like, that's got to be a bet. I'm going to assume you're joking, Gaston. If you're not joking.
It's April Fool's, so.
Yes. I got. I ain't even told you I got.
Really?
I got on April Fool's. I was waking up and I wasn't even really awake. And I think I might have been still in bed. And there was UFC news. I'm a big UFC fan. And it said that the big fight got canceled and Conor McGregor was going to fight Tony Ferguson. And it was all these details. And at the end, it said April Fool's. I'm like, you jerks. Got me when I was asleep.
That's good.
I'm guessing Gaston. Was Gaston trying to punk me? Gaston, you were trying to get me on April Fool's thing, huh? Is that what it was? Or did you get got and you share? I bet he was just punking me.
I don't know.
No one kids like Gaston. Nolan Ryan's awesome. No, not the greatest right-handed pitcher in my lifetime. But I love him. I didn't meet him. I've got to speak with him. I've got to hear him speak, and I've got to say hi, and he said hi back multiple times. Super nice guy. I watched Nolan Ryan once. He was on the field. It was the end of a spring training game, and it was not a Rangers game.
No, you guys were.
Maybe they were the visiting team. But regardless, and so he was standing, post game. He was standing down there autographing whatever people were bringing to him, and the line went all the way up the how the bottom row is, all the way up and then down into the thing, where they sell peanuts and stuff. And he stayed there.
Concession stand.
He stayed the whole time.
That's so sweet.
It was awesome. It was awesome. Griswold. Oh, I like it. See, so I don't think Mama from Myers and the Mouse or Myers and the Mouse are in the house, but they were yesterday. So good. While they're not here, don't you dare tell them they're big Kansas City Royals fans, which, means they're full of sadness. But I actually have always loved the Kansas City Royals, but I don't want them to know that.
You don't want them to know that?
Because I make fun of them because
I know
they're, they're not the Dodgers. But you name, I love all of them. Danny Tartable, 87, baby. Bo Jackson, my mom was and maybe is in chat. one of her all-time favorite. There's a great video of him. I think it might have been on the Rich Eisen show. Doesn't matter. He's on some show, and he's telling some of the legendary stories. And he said, "Yeah, that wasn't true. Yeah, that wasn't true. It's greatness." But one of the great players to watch of all time, Brett Saberhagen, every other year, one of the great pitchers, and George Brett, seriously one of my first favorite baseball players. I remember the day I bought a 1975 Topps George Brett rookie card. I was like 12 or something. I don't know. I felt like I just won the lottery, sticking out my chest.
Awesome.
That same day, I bought a Joe DiMaggio, bought and sold a Joe DiMaggio autograph.
Oh, wow.
I was just a little junior high kid, wheeling and dealing. I was at the game in Minnesota in '87 when Carlton pitched against the A's and got the last win of his career. Yeah, that's got to be hard watching your boy in a not Phillies jersey. I mean, he was a Cardinal, right? Cardinal first, and then the Phillies. But then, yeah, at the end, I remember there was a season there where he was the all-time strikeout leader, and then Nolan passed him, and then Carlton would pass him, and then Nolan passed him. There was a time there that the all-time strikeout leader they were still active, and they were cheering it back and forth, and then Nolan passed him right by. But good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, so I hope that's a good promo lead-in, whatever, for tomorrow night on my channel with Magic the Mouse TV, talking baseball. It's gonna be fun. Here's one that you don't know, Dole Whip. My grandfather's mother on my mom's side and Connie Mack were cousins. Connie Mack, the senator, or Connie Mack, the manager. Why was Connie Mack, the manager, famous? 3 reasons.
I don't know.
Most wins of all time as a manager.
Okay.
Most losses of all time as a manager.
Oh, wow.
Wore a suit in the dugout.
Wore a suit?
And his, I think, grandson was a senator. I think.
That's cool.
Grandson? I might have that wrong. Probably have that wrong. But it's fun. So look, if you like baseball and you like current baseball and nostalgia-based baseball talk, you're gonna like our show. He's fun to talk baseball with. You know what? It's hard. Bill, I'm gonna talk about you like you're not here. It's fun to talk to somebody who loves baseball and knows people that I loved.
Yeah.
You know, I guess I'm old enough now that there's baseball fans that don't know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Why do you make that boy your old days?
Because,
I don't know. Tell me.
You're in that age period now.
Awesome.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a lot of fun.
Silvery and awesome.
That's right. I also heard that they're going to do boarding groups to get in the parks when they reopen. Gaston, I can see that being real. I can absolutely see them managing how many people are in different areas. Absolutely. The backwards thing, again, I'm gonna assume you're kidding, but that only works, the backwards thing, if you're the only one on the ride vehicle, right? Because right. Yeah, so the right-handed pitcher, starter, left-handed pitcher, starter, closer, catcher, first, second, third, short, all the outfield positions, and like a best outfield arm, pinch hitter, manager, something else. I'll do it today. It'll be fun. I'll do it today for tomorrow. And then if you're a veteran, you know what I'm going to say. Team Mold in the house. What's going on? Team Mold, how are you? Friday night, Disney Pins Live. I'm getting close. Taylor, who was in the chat, may still be in the chat. She'll be giving away something on the show Saturday morning. Us, Beauty and the Beast, what this show is normally, but it's weekdays now too.
Right.
And then Sunday, got a Funko Pop guy on Sunday night on DisTube. And then Sunday night, looks like we're going to talk about thumbnails and other things about YouTube and growth.
So this guy collect Funko Pops?
Mm-hmm.
Sell Funko Pops?
Collects them and gives them away. He's got a Funko. He's one of the leaders in the Funko Pop YouTube community. Really nice guy. His name's Anthony. His daughter's a cutie pie. They go on together. They play silly games.
I think I know who that is.
You've been in the room while I've watched the show.
Yeah.
And I've talked to you about it. I love what he was doing, and his channel changed a little bit. He's just a good guy, and I can't wait to have him on and show you guys. I'm glad you're good. Oh, Team Mold. No, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. So everybody, thank you. Yeah, and talking about YouTube a little bit, it's been a good month for me. It's been good. People are home to watch the videos. Subscriber numbers are going up. The other analytics are all going up. So I thank you all. Last Sunday was amazing. Corey Meets World was on the show, and Creator Talk was on. Creator Talk.
Were good on that show.
Real good numbers, real good engagement, great comments during and afterwards just really made me feel good. Good stuff. I will say that Corey Meets World is on Big Fat Panda show tonight. I let him know I would be watching that. I think it's at 8 o'clock Eastern. I wouldn't swear to that, but Big Fat Panda does an interview style show. If you don't know his channel, check out his channel. I don't know him personally, but I really, really like his channel. Seems like a real, real good guy. And Corey from Corey Meets World was on my show last Sunday. Will be on his show tonight, and so I'm excited about that. Yeah, I do too. That Skyliner Funko Pop is super cool.
That was a really
looking.
Fun one.
We talked about getting it when we were out.
Yeah.
But we didn't go on the Skyliner.
Yeah, we didn't.
I don't think I even saw it. If I did, I don't remember.
The Funko Pop?
The Skyliner Funko Pop, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. It was out.
Yeah, tomorrow night on his show, Jay. Yeah, so tonight Corey from Corey Meets World will be on Big Fat Panda show. Tomorrow, Corey and I think Stephanie, I'm assuming Stephanie, are making well, they're doing a few things.
Ohana bread pudding?
Including making Ohana bread pudding, yeah. Which we had.
Is that what we had at the breakfast?
Yes.
Okay.
I think people like Ohana dinner more than breakfast. We went for breakfast, and I think people love the dinner.
Yeah, I mean, it was okay. It just reminded me of like a bountiful breakfast plus a few extras. Like they had the special juice that you loved, and then the
juice was
bread.
good. Pog juice, I think.
Something like that. Yeah.
Pog juice, something like that. It was
papaya, orange, and
guava.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Reagan did not.
It's like the Mai and the Mai Tai.
We spent like $50 for her to not eat anything.
She didn't enjoy it. That's right.
She does, because she doesn't like food that's not her regular routine. So, yeah.
Which makes it fun when you go to places that aren't, McDonald's.
We're like, let's try something
Stacey
new.
Rogers. What's going on, Stacey Rogers?
Hi, Stacey.
How are you? No, thank you, Cricket. I'm glad you were here. Hope you're staying safe down there. So, yeah, 8 more minutes. I can't believe it's already been almost an hour, but 8 more minutes on the show. I don't even know what we talked about. I guess we talked about Ancestry.com, talked a little bit about YouTube, what's going on.
Checking in.
Talked about Disney. Oh, my gosh. Talked about my eye.
Your itchy eyes.
It's
Allergies.
I don't like putting drops in my eye, but I might need to.
You should just use the nose spray. It helps with allergies.
She wants me to stick something up my nose. I can't even use the words. She wants me to stick something up my nose and then squeeze it so stuff goes in there. Is that right? Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah.
That sounds ridiculous.
An allergy inhibitor. It helps keep your allergies away. Once every 24 hours, you can handle it. You can.
How do you know?
Because you're not that big of a baby.
Never done it before.
It smells like flowers. It's one quick squirt.
I like flowers. I don't want them actually in my brain.
It's not going to go in your brain.
You don't know where it goes.
It does. I have the same one.
You have the same one?
The same nose spray. Anyways, you're a big baby.
Should I do it? I don't know.
Or you can just have itchy eyes. That's okay.
I don't want to have itchy eyes. Why would you say that?
Well, ideally, you start using it so your ears clear, and then we can go on an airplane.
Anybody else have trouble with their ears on airplanes? Because that's freaking miserable. My ear hurts right now just thinking about it. Thank you very much. Like,
you're welcome.
Are you mean on purpose?
You can tell him or mention any ailment, and he gets.
Why would you do that, though?
The physical symptoms.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that to you. RVing to Disney, it's totally Paula's fault. Jeff, you just made that sound like there's no space between your nose and your brain. Just saying.
Yeah.
So if there's no, then it goes in your brain and then.
It doesn't.
Who knows what I'll say after that? They do make allergy pills. So I moved them.
He takes the pills too. When he went to the doctor, they wanted him to do both. They wanted him to do the nasal spray.
They wanted me to spray stuff in my brain?
Yes, and you wouldn't ever do it. So you've been trying to get
that sounds ridiculous.
Work. All right. Well, either squirt or stop whining.
Okay, so first of all, that's not the only other option. Second of all, I like whining.
No kidding. Or scratch your eyeballs. Go ahead.
It's driving me crazy.
Brain spray. That's what we're going to call it.
Brain spray, right? See? She agrees with me. That's what. See?
Maybe it'll make it
careful.
Work better.
Make what work better?
Your brain. We'll put it.
This was the last Beauty and the Beast show.
The memory section. There you go.
My all-time player, not pitcher, is Derek Jeter from New York Yankees. So for me, Derek Jeter is very much like Tom Brady. I appreciate the greatness, but he was on the wrong team, so I don't like him.
Oh.
If he was a Dodger, I would have loved Derek Jeter a lot. My kind of player, actually. But as a New York Yankee, nah. T-Mold, you have a great day. You stay safe out there. I'm glad you popped in. The Orlando guy in the house, what's going on? Jeff, did you get my email? Stacy, I didn't even look. But I will look right now.
It's probably there.
Oh, an Orlando guy. I got to send a message to Orlando guy, too.
Oh, you got a list of things to do.
I did talk about... Oh, doesn't matter. I won't say that right now. I'm looking for my email.
Oh, okay.
Stacy, when did you send it? Here, I'll just look up Stacy. Let's see what Stacy says. I won't read it out loud, Stacy. Unless you say, hey, read this out loud. No, I don't. Hold on.
Cece Rogers says, so Paula is as bad with email as he is regular mail.
So I have more than my...
Don't read it out loud.
I'm going to read it out loud. So I see it's right here. It says, oh my gosh, it's all the words. It says, hey, let's just start at the beginning. Hey, Jeff, you are the best ever in the history of ever. And don't listen to Paula. Don't spray into your brain. Thank you, Stacy.
Yeah, that's what it says. All right.
I paraphrase because it's all the words. So I have how many emails do you think I get a day?
120. Because you have a million emails.
I get quite a few more than that.
Well, yeah, okay.
So there are times that I go through and I delete and I move and then I see your email. Or if I know something's coming like I just did, I search for your name and there it is. But yeah, I get 120 would be great. No, I get. Dizzard Dream in the house. What's going on? Dizzard Dream. They go live Saturdays after our show, which is not this show. This is our show. This isn't our show that they're right after.
Right.
Why do you have to be so confusing?
That's not me. I'm just here.
The Orlando guy says, nope. Magic the Mouse says, the Orlando guy saw that you guys are in lockdown at midnight tonight. Oh, geez. Stacy, it was your email. I read it out loud. Didn't you hear me read it? And I appreciate you sending it. Thank you for those kind words, saving my brain. Hey, Jeff and/or Angela. Is our dream. So anyway, I guess we're done. It's 3:58.
Yeah.
It really, really went fast. I don't feel like we really talked about. Oh, Gaston says, I also heard. Here we go. Come on now. I also heard that there would be only one Doom buggy on Haunted Mansion when the parks reopen.
One?
So just wait for it to come back around and then. Yeah. Stop blaming Paula. Should be a new merch shirt.
There you go.
See, I will stop blaming Paula as soon as she stops being wrong about stuff. Let's talk about things that Paula's wrong about.
Flywheels. Do cars have flywheels?
Right? Like, so
yes,
she knows.
They do. And
she knows.
Burned mine.
You can burn a flywheel?
Yeah, when you don't do the clutch properly. Burned out the flywheel of my little Toyota.
So I'm not a big car guy.
Horrible.
But
no,
every
he's
now
not
and
a car
then.
guy. He's really bad with cars. Not just mail.
What if we only talked about things I was good at?
Okay.
Can you throw a curveball?
No.
No. I
You
don't.
can
Honestly,
throw sidearm really
honestly,
well.
I don't know if I could throw a curve. I bet I could not throw a curveball anymore. So maybe that's a bad example.
And when we were younger, you could throw
back in
a
high
ball
school,
way,
right,
way far.
Right after the coach cut me, I could throw a football right over the mountain.
Over the mountain.
Napoleon Dynamite. I love that movie so much. Now I want to go watch that. I could have been that guy.
Yeah.
So funny. And the hat. I love that movie so much. And then throwing ham at people.
That's
And the
fun.
dance at the end.
Yes.
Gaston, I want one more. What else?
Pork.
I need to go where you're going, Gaston. Oh, and on Space Mountain is actually they're going to actually put it in space. It's social distancing. So
Hey, that'll work.
in
Straight
space. We need to get the Orlando guy on a live stream. Yeah, we do. You can do that. All right. I don't think we talked about anything, but I had a good time.
Pretty much no.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
Stay home with us tomorrow also. 3 o'clock our time, 4 o'clock your time if you're on the East Coast. 2 o'clock your time if you're Jackie and she's not gallivanting around in her RV and the Disney thing. She's been crafting. 1 o'clock if you're on the Pacific Coast.
Yep.
Other times, other places. Your hubby should be called the Silver Fox.
We call him the Grayback.
I knew I liked you. The Grayback, that's right. All right. I'm going to be bruised. Yeah, I've got a punch list to discuss for Mickey Summit. I was on a Zoom call yesterday. I said this earlier. We'll end on this, okay? And there was a bunch of internet marketers, including one from TubeBuddy, who I've already talked to previous to this about doing an in-person event here in Fort Worth quarterly to eventually get to an annual out in Orlando. And now the Orlando guys all into this, and Lynn's interested, and I think Bill's interested. We need to just we should do a Zoom call and talk it up.
Yeah, you should.
My chest hurts. Like I feel like somebody
Gorilla.
on both sides.
You did it.
Don't pick on Paula.
That's what his mom always says too.
Mama. You're the singer.
I can't.
You can.
Not right now.
Not right now. All right, I'm going to go itch my eyes. Go wash your hands. Call a friend. If it's me, don't call because I won't answer. Don't email because I won't read it. Just think a happy thought. But everybody else, call them. Tell them I said hi. Tell them to wash their hands. What are you going to be doing tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central Time?
Hanging out here, teasing you about your brain spray.
Are you going to listen to and or watch our favorite baseball player lineup thing of all time tomorrow night on our first show on Bush League Baseball? I think is what we're
Probably.
Probably.
I mean,
try again.
I'll only know some of the players.
You'll know me.
I
you know Bill.
No, not the people on it. Like the people you're talking about. But yeah.
That's all. You don't have to go, but you can't stay here. Thanks for being here. Tomorrow we'll be doing it again.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Be safe.
Bye, all.
See you soon.